The brother's in the tent? Yeah. He's in the fucking tent. What is going on? I don't understand any of this. Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power.
For the fifth time, it's your boy Sean.
What's up, Wikimaniacs, and welcome to Reddit on Wiki. I'm your host for today's episode. It is I, your punny Pinoy John. With me are your favorite boys. First up, he's handsome, has good hair,
Thank you.
and luscious lips. Despite what he says, it is rumored that he's packing down there. So I can't wink. Wink,
Wow.
wink, ah.
I thought it was Josh up until that last one. And then I was like, oh, yeah. I thought it was me up until the last one.
Well, we got Sean.
Wow.
And we got our son, Josh. What's up, baby boy?
Why does Sean always get these long, intricate intros and Josh?
Because words of affirmation,
Yeah,
my
that's true.
guy.
Oh,
Like
I see.
he
That's true.
explicitly requested that. Are
That's
you
fair.
requesting something from me, Josh?
Is that your love language as well, Josh?
I don't
Do y'all know
think
y'all's?
so.
I think mine's acts of service
That makes
Mine-
sense. You get food brought to you.
all the time.
What's the
All the
spending
time.
time together one?
Quality time, right? I
Okay,
think.
that one. I think that's mine.
I think that's my number one. And then words of affirmation is very close.
I don't
my-
know what my second would be, to be
Yeah,
honest.
quality time and acts of service for me, for sure.
It's crazy that our love language is quality time. And yet here we are spending 3 hours minimum a week together, not including all the bonus stuff we have to do. Not
we have-
including the time we spend on social media and stuff for the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The amount of time I have to spend on social media on a show is ridiculous.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. But our quality time with each other counts too, right?
That's true. And
Yes.
quality time with the Wikimaniacs is also.
It is.
yeah. Exactly.
It's why I would like to say it's probably why we are where we're at now.
I would
probably-
hope so. That's something to
Building
do.
those one-on-ones.
So for the first time listeners, we react to some of the craziest stories our Wikimaniacs find us on Reddit. And boys, to be honest with you, the past few weeks have been super depressing with the content we got. So you know what? I'm changing shit up a little bit today. So
Whoa.
Nice.
today's episode will kind of be a little more lighthearted. So no, it won't pop off on TikTok, and no, it will not do well on YouTube. So sorry, Josh.
And I won't get canceled this week.
And you won't get canceled. No, we're not going to cancel Josh this week. We're going
Wow.
to try to make this as wholesome as possible.
To be fair, I was asking for it last week. That was all me.
You did. And
Did
someone
anybody
sent,
say shit about it?
yeah, someone sent, oh my gosh, I have it on IG. I'm telling you, I live on Instagram all the time now just because everyone is just connecting left and right, which is awesome, by the way. Let me
I haven't checked the IG and
oh, you don't want
Forever.
to, Josh. You don't want to. It is a crazy mess. Jacinda actually DM'd us a picture of your old El Paso sauce,
Yeah.
Josh. And it's a fucking picture of a hard shell taco, and it says
Disgusting. Disgusting.
mild and irresistible taste taco sauce.
yeah.
And I was so mad, bro. It looked
Okay.
like ground meat and hard shell tacos. I'm like,
Yeah,
this
I
is
would-
disrespectful.
I would like to clarify, these are the, like, Old El Paso is not what you would classify as tacos, probably. They are like a junk food that I love to just throw in my mouth. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I called it a sauce. I specifically said Old El Paso because it is definitely not salsa. So I would like to clarify, but I thought it was funnier to just go along with the bit.
That was cancelable offense last week.
You're getting heated.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God. Speaking of heated, if you're not a patron, you have to
anybody
get
say
on the
anything
Patreon.
about that?
Not yet. It
Not
comes
out
out.
yet.
It comes
Oh,
out
comes
tomorrow.
out. Yeah.
tomorrow
Gotcha.
technically. Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
That one was fun. So check that out, Wikimaniacs. Again, the stories this week, lighthearted, because, I care about my boys, and
Thank
they
you.
deserve a damn break from all the depressing shit. No more oops, all sad this episode. So,
Yes,
Sean, Josh, ready to hear today's menu, my guys.
Oh, I'm
absolutely.
starving.
Perfect. Joke's on you. Everything is depressing.
God damn it.
Uno reverse card. Nah, just kidding.
Oh, no.
First story is from a familiar Wikimaniac, Wicked Pippin, who submitted a crazy, disastrous date story we read when Alex was there. I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you listened to it, Sean. Chances are you
Yeah,
didn't. But it was a story about their date lying about his identity, and it was wild. So
You could use public debt. No, just kidding.
wait, no, shh, that's
No, I didn't finish the name because they're no longer paying us.
But yeah, anyways, to pivot off of that, they posted on our subreddit about how much they hate podcasts.
Oh,
Oh,
They hate podcasts, so that's
wait,
their story.
the
Wikimaniac?
Wikimaniac?
The Wikimaniac hates podcasts.
okay.
All right,
Strange
starting off hot,
for
right?
you to be
And-
here.
Anyways, second story. We have a story from Sean's favorite, and purposely put that because I know he loves it. From Today I Fucked Up, cross-posted by Magnificent Lower Score Cow, where a couple plan to sleep together during a camping trip. So it's gonna be one of these
yeah,
stories,
brother.
baby. It's gonna be fucking intense. I'll tell you that.
God damn it. That was good.
You like
That was fucking good. I can't even lie about that one. Jesus
Oh my God,
Christ.
Sean liking my puns. This is potentially could be a great episode.
It's our wholesome episode.
And then we go to True Off My Chest, where, again, it's going to be a great palate cleanser because it's not a sad story, where Wikimaniac Chelsea Bacon cross-posted a story about OP still having the biggest crush on their boyfriend.
Okay.
Wholesome.
Wholesome.
And then
Yeah.
we cut to a quick ad break where we head back to True Off My Chest, where Wikimaniac Showerona cross-posted a story about a small army taking over OP's house. Small army.
Of ants?
Kitties.
Maybe.
Kittens.
Oh, that would be the best.
Oh, too bad it's not.
God damn it.
Then for our last story, we have a boyfriend who secretly ran an operation on their unsuspecting girlfriend.
Okay.
The titles
This-
are misleading, but
Yeah.
trust me,
I was
they're
going to
all
say,
wholesome.
this could be good. This
Yeah.
could be good for sure.
Yeah.
It's
All
like
right.
when you're making the operation to propose, you know what I mean?
Oh, I
Is that
see.
your
That's an
prediction?
operation.
Okay.
I will
I
say
like
that.
that.
Yeah, because there was a lot of planning behind Nancy's back whenever I did that. So
Ooh.
I could say
want to
something
hear
like
the
that.
story of that someday. Maybe that could be a Wednesday story.
Maybe
Oh,
put
maybe
it
that
behind a
could be a
paywall,
Wednesday.
baby.
I like that. For only the richest of the rich.
Exactly. The elite, you might say.
Pay off the
So,
wedding ring.
That's paid off.
Oh, okay, good.
Look
That
at
one's
you.
paid off.
Responsible.
Yeah.
But before we
Well-
get... Oh, good.
Well,
Never mind. But before we get started, if you like what we do, consider leaving a review for us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or our website, redditonwiki.com. Links are on the show notes. And consider being a patron to get exclusive access and bonus content. Rock our merch like what Josh is doing right now. And again, we're doing a revamp shortly. Is this episode comes out before April 1st, right?
Yeah, I think it's
I
going to be
think-
the Saturday after this one comes out.
Awesome. So there you go.
I need to order me some as well.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
should
we-
get you guys some merch. I don't know why we haven't yet.
Yeah, I don't like rock anything logo. Sometimes. Oh, I do have a little logo here, but
And
it's
Sean rocks the University of Houston, I assume that is.
Straight to the Final Four with you. Yeah. You
Are
better
they still
believe it.
in?
Yeah.
Okay.
At the time of this release, we will see. But currently, at
We
the time of
shall see.
recording,
My bracket was
We're
fucked
in
from
there.
day one.
Dude,
Everybody's
everyone's
was-
bracket was fucked from day one. Like, oh my gosh.
Holy.
Anyways, all those info are in the show notes. And also, before we get started, at this time of the recording, just want to say happy birthday to my mom. Happy birthday,
Hey.
Mom. Love you. You're the best. And she told me she's been recruiting people to like
Hi, Tita.
listen to our shit. So
Hey.
yeah, she has coworkers listening to us now.
Shout out John's mom and her coworkers. Thank you for
All right,
listening.
Josh, we're gonna let you in the Filipino culture, okay? Like we call everyone's moms aunties.
Oh.
Even if we're not related.
but
That's
but
not
not,
auntie.
do you call yours auntie? I
Who,
just say
my mom?
Well, no, like the friends, family friends. You don't say tita?
I call auntie or tita, whichever.
Oh, okay. I never say auntie.
You call it tita?
Yeah, everyone's a tita.
Oh,
Everyone's
that's-
my
yeah,
aunt.
it's the same thing.
It's same vibe.
Yeah. But Josh, feel free to call my mom tita or auntie. Like,
Okay.
just saying. That's a Filipino way of doing it. Just
I'm not going to break it out now because I feel awkward about it now, but I will do it
Josh,
eventually.
say it with the accent.
yeah, say tita.
Say it with the accent.
Tita.
There you go.
The lessons are paying off. The lessons are paying off.
That was kind of nice. All right, ready to get started, boys.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
yes, sir.
All right, first story. Posted by Wicked Pippin on our subreddit r/Reddit on Wiki. The title, I hate podcasts. But this one is incredibly wholesome and important.
Oh, it's a meta one, I hope.
Yeah.
Unless they're talking
Plot
about someone else's
twist.
podcast.
Plot twist.
Shots and Thoughts is the most wholesome.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
no.
It's
pretty
Pretty
wholesome.
wholesome.
This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
way more. This show is way more wholesome.
I like your little choreography bit that y'all had put up on today's Instagram. That
Yeah.
was pretty cool. I could
Good.
see I see the brain like operating there. I'm like, okay, I see you, boy.
Our old dance life.
All right. So the story goes as this. As someone who is catching up on old episodes while eagerly awaiting new ones, I had to stop and take a screenshot during episode 122. And thank God we started labeling those episodes because I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? For those who don't remember, it's exactly when all three called out a man's toxic and dangerous behavior after he threw a bag of chips at his girlfriend.
Oh, that one. Yeah,
Yes.
that one was not great.
Heavy.
Yeah.
It was heavy, yep. And it really resonated with me. I was in a relationship with a man like that for 3 years, and his burst of anger and boundary pushing behavior were normalized for me because I didn't have many close friends to tell me it wasn't normal. During discussions, he would often point his finger to my face and tell me to shut up. By the way, I also saw him do this to his mom and younger sister several times.
So just didn't respect women at all.
Bad behavior, which a younger me would have never accepted. He once threw a full packet of sausages at me.
Yo.
I laughed at the time, but I've later come to realize that he just threw what was in his hands in the moment. It could have been anything from the kitchen, really. So I promise that there's
That's
going to be
really-
good parts, okay?
I think that's what we said during the Doritos episode or whatever it was. He threw Cheetos. Was
Yep.
it Cheetos? Yeah,
It was
we were
Cheetos, hot, yeah.
We were like, it could have been anything. Like next time it could be a chair or something like that.
Also, like sausages are way heavier than
They're
chips.
heavy.
Also expensive. Don't waste them.
Yeah, do that. Food waste is bad, people.
Secondary point, but
Enter the good part, okay? The more wholesome part. The guy's clear communication that this behavior is not normal or acceptable is so important. I only wish this podcast existed during that time in my life. I finally broke the pattern of dating toxic men.
Hey.
I have since met my boyfriend, and he is the least toxic person I've ever met. We
yeah.
just bought a house together.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's
yeah.
what's up.
let's go.
Kudos. I think if you didn't like just do it now, I think the bubble's about to be over, guys. Scary times are ahead, but I'm happy you got your house.
Sean, not now, buddy.
We don't talk
I
about
gotta bring-
recession on this show.
I gotta bring politics into it. You know, I'm just kidding.
He went full recession on us, bro. Like, nah, not right now.
Not right now. We're wholesome. We're
yeah,
wholesome.
wholesome
Yeah.
today. Come on.
We just bought a house together, and he makes me feel like the luckiest, most loved, and cared for person in the world. Not a single red flag in sight.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
For our last story, of course, we have one from the GOAT mid-score where... Oh, shit. Sorry, cut that out. I accidentally put
I
that.
was like, whoa.
my-
Oh, we're
She's giving
transitioning
a story?
real quick.
Yeah.
Wow, we're done.
Can I read that last part? I apologize. I think
No,
I
I'm leaving
accidentally
this
pasted
all
it.
in.
No.
This is hilarious.
Okay, never mind. That's all there is to it. Sorry.
Okay, that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm
Fuck
happy.
me.
Yeah, you really let us on like there was gonna be more, but that was a very nice story. I love to hear, our personal stories from our Wikimaniacs where they're like, this is something positive that's happened in my life. Makes me feel better. I love it, coming out of the winter slump here in Canada. And it's nice to hear. It's uplifting. I'm glad you're in a happier place now.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. We read stories like this sometimes, and I'm just like, because every time we record, I'm just like, oh, it's just hanging out with the homies. It doesn't, I'm like, nothing that important or crazy is happening. And then people are like, oh my gosh, like I never hear this ever. And I'm like, that is crazy. That's
Yeah.
It is.
like, yeah, it's so I'm glad that, we are here to exist in spaces where, some people don't hear this often from people who look like us, neck, beard and all. Fuck my life. But yeah, I'm just super happy that things turned around for you, and no more toxic men. You bought a fucking house. That's a huge accomplishment.
awesome.
That's a
Yeah.
big
Way
win.
ahead of me.
Love that. Yeah, unfortunately, Josh is just never gonna. No, I'm just kidding.
All I got is this fake brick wall, guys.
Look at that. If he touches it, it starts waving.
Don't breathe too heavily near it.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm so glad that things turned around. Hopefully that your ex got some therapy, or hopefully got
Getting
his
better
ass,
already.
I've got it. It's the purple button. That's what I know now.
or he just got his ass beaten. I don't know. I say a lot of times I'm not for violence, but sometimes
you gotta choose it.
sometimes violence must be chosen.
Sometimes, just yeah.
Because I swear, if anybody put a finger on my face, I feel like it would be bad news.
Yeah.
Oh,
And,
Sean can kick some ass.
I say
too.
that a lot, but I don't know if I would win any of these fights, but I would definitely fight.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's hard to expect people to fight when it's like they're definitely like a weight differential, you know.
That too,
so
for
I
sure.
understand that. But have you ever been in a fight, Sean?
No, surprisingly not.
Okay.
No one has really fucking tested me. the first live show, I'm just gonna get my ass whooped by so many people.
By John.
Yeah, you ever been
no, it
fucking
ain't gonna
tested,
be
bro?
It ain't gonna be
fucking
me.
poking me in the face.
Nah, it ain't me.
He couldn't
I'm
reach
a-
your face.
I'm a lover. I couldn't. I probably couldn't. I have like
Me and John
no,
have been together. We're the height difference isn't that crazy.
I know. I
no
was just-
flexibility whatsoever. But anyways, to quote the great crime mob, if you knucking and bucking and ready to fight,
Oh,
don't
there
touch
you go.
Sean. Don't touch Sean.
Knocking and bucking.
I have no idea
know.
what you're talking about.
You don't knuck if you buck.
That hasn't made its way to Canada yet.
I don't
Not
know.
yet. Oh gosh, that's
Well, we'll
old
send it to
school.
you afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Next story. We got a story cross posted by Magnificent Lower Score Cow. The title is Today I fucked up the plans my girlfriend and I made to sleep together while camping with her family.
No, no. Why make these plans? Y'all have been camping, right?
Yes.
I have, yes. I do not like it.
It's
Not a
so
fan.
quiet at night.
Yeah.
In what world can you have sex? I mean, I'm sure people do it.
Listen, I've
sure.
been on many like group camping trips, and you definitely hear it. You
You just
definitely
don't care
hear it.
about the sound.
I mean, what like it's different when it's family. I understand, but they're definitely hearing it.
It's that
yeah,
clapping
there's
in the
no-
woods.
A lot
Who's
of wrestling
making-
going on in that tent over there.
Just making macaroni at 3 a.m.
I want some of that.
Let me go check. I want some.
A couple of nights ago, I, 19 male, was camping with my girlfriend, 18, and her family. It was night one of our 3-day camping adventure. My girlfriend shared a tent with her mom, and I shared a tent with her brother, 22 years old.
Jesus.
The dad shared a tent with no one. When everyone was supposed to be sleeping, my girlfriend approached my tent and woke me up. She had beginner level stealth mode skills because her brother was wide awake when she was done unzipping our tent. Not the end of the world.
The
My
brother's
girlfriend and I-
in the tent? He's in the fucking tent. What is going on? Also, what is the division of tents? Like, why is the dad by himself?
Lone wolf, I guess.
I don't understand any of this.
So many questions.
My girlfriend and I anticipated that outcome during our brainstorming session at the beginning of the trip. As per our plan, my girlfriend said she had to pee, which was my cue to say, "I'll walk with you." This was meant to
out
be
of the tent. Okay,
Genius.
gotcha. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm back on track.
This was meant to be the first phase of our secret mission to have sex in the woods without the family knowing.
Okay, yes, good. Away from the family. I like it.
However,
Okay, I think the fucking intense joke really got me from the beginning of the show. really like had me worried up until now.
And it was a lie because they're fucking outside of the tent. So
yeah. They're fucking outside. I can't. There's no pun for that for me.
no, there isn't.
Wood? I don't know. That's it. That's all I got. Anyway, however, I literally forgot about the secret mission. I never said, "I'll walk with you." Instead, I asked the brother if he was keen to come with us because it seemed less ominous to be wandering in the woods in the middle of the night if we were more than 2 people.
Dude, you're an idiot.
Yeah, you suck, bro. You don't suck, but you fucked up the plan.
Well, you ain't getting sucked. How about that?
There
Fair?
we go. There it is.
There it is. The brother shrugged and said he might as well pee. My girlfriend stared at me like I made no sense to her. She said if I didn't want to be alone with her, then I was more than welcome to be alone with her brother. I had to exit my tent without being fully dressed because she stormed off without warning. She disappeared. I repeatedly tapped on her tent and whispered, "Babe," enough times for the person inside the tent to finally respond. It was her dad.
Oh,
I was at the wrong tent.
dude. You forgot the plan, and then you also forgot the tent arrangement. What the fuck are you paying attention to?
In my defense, it was dark. I was still recovering from a dream I had about being born with teeth growing out of my tongue, and not to mention all our tents looked the same. The dad asked what I was doing barefoot in my boxers in front of his tent. I said, nature was calling, and I was looking for someone to keep me company. The dad...
Oh, bro, how can every step be the wrong step?
Oh my god.
How can you fuck up
Your
everything?
life sounds like today I fucked up. What the fuck? Every decision is wrong.
The dad connected the
Holy.
dots and asked if I was hoping that someone would be his daughter. I had no idea how to respond. The dad
No.
nodded as if my awkward silence was an undeniable yes to his question, and sarcastically asked if I wanted his daughter to hold my hand or something smaller.
W, Dad.
Again, I was unable to comment. The dad put on his boots and emerged from his tent with torches and toilet paper. I said I didn't need toilet paper. The dad said it was for him. I peed. The dad pooped. I was forced to shut my eyes and think happy thoughts because the dad sounded like he was puking mud.
What is happening? What
On our
is
way
going
back,
on at this?
on our way back, the dad suggested that I share a tent with him from now on. I was too traumatized to turn him down. The dad and I have been sharing a tent ever since, which made it impossible for my girlfriend and I to have the privacy we planned for. I'm currently not in the best boyfriend category with the girlfriend. Too long didn't read. My girlfriend and I secretly planned to have sex while we were camping with her parents, but when it was time to execute the plan, I ended up sleeping with her dad instead. And to make things funnier, the OP's username is Dad1.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
win.
Honestly, maybe long game wise, this is even better for the relationship because you build a bond with the dad over. Hey, I haven't watched my wife's dad shit in the woods yet. That's a bond, that's not
know
something
if I
that
ever
happens with
want to.
everybody. The connection you must have with him now must be strong.
Just staring at you while he's going.
You can't close your eyes. Look at me.
Establish dominance.
I mean, he essentially did. Where you going without those boxers, boy?
Dude.
Holy
This
yeah.
guy's a walking L. I think he's like a definition of today. Fuck.
that was 3 strikes on today.
Yeah.
I fucked up. Holy.
I guess I'll give him like kind of benefit of a doubt. He just woke up and this all seems like it happened pretty quickly. So maybe just the initial, maybe he's not like a, what is it? He's really groggy when he wakes up. Is
Wakes
there a word
up,
for
yeah.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Groggy's a good
you know,
word, yeah.
Maybe he just got super owned in the span of like 3 minutes.
But it's also weird that he went to sleep after fucking up, woke up in the middle of the night and was like, maybe she's ready now.
No. No, I think he fell asleep before the plan could start.
No, because he asked the brother to go pee with them. Remember? That was where he first fucked up.
Yeah, it was like
but then the girlfriend was like, well, you could just go with him. And then she stormed out.
Yeah.
That was like an immediate.
So
And then
that
he
wa-
followed her. Right?
I don't know.
I
don't
forgot
know.
already.
There's some breaks in the story, but I think he went to sleep and after that, and then
He tried to go back out.
Oh, he
then
tried
he
to
went out.
redo the plan.
Yeah, and then he ended up just going to the dad's tent.
the wrong
instead.
tent.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
never mind.
Definitely not fucking
Yeah.
intense.
Else.
no,
Definitely not.
not at all.
Sean, does this guy fuck?
I mean, I think sometimes he fucks, actually.
He's just an idiot.
When he remembers.
Just not, nothing that has too complicated of a plan.
Oh,
me,
shit.
me in my room goes to the goes to the dad's room.
Goes to the brother's room.
Yeah.
Babe.
Babe, are you here?
Oh, what are you trying to do in this room, boy? And he gonna just start spooning with his dad from now on. Oh, shit.
God.
All right. Next episode. God damn, I'm a mess today. Next story is cross-posted by Chelsea Bacon, where OP, and I was kind of sketched about this person's fucking username, but
Oh, no.
OP's name was Use Chloroform. And
I don't know if that's
title-
good.
Hey, yo.
the title is 5 years together with my boyfriend and I still have the biggest crush on him. Question first, is he awake?
I love when he sleeps.
He's been sleeping for 20 years.
Oh,
Good
no.
God.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Anyways, I used to not be serious when it comes to love. When I was younger, I failed to understand how couples can last for several years together without growing wary of each other. I have this unfortunate tendency to overfixate on people and things and burn out as quickly. And this proclivity extended to my romantic relationships with people. And then he came.
Hell
You
yeah,
do-
brother.
hopefully you do too, baby girl. Let's go. Yeah. I suppose it's true what they said in the books, that someday there will come a person who will disturb your universe so much that there's only before and after. Who you were before, he came, and who you are after. He made me believe in love. Not the kind of love I've learned from countless of pages burned reading through young adult novels, nor the kind of rose-tinted love they show in romance movies. He offered me love in all of its glory, in its beauty, in its ugliness, in its peace, and its jagged edges. I've always told him that he defined love to me. And we've been 5 years together, but I still have the biggest crush on him. When we're meeting and I see him on the other side of the road, but he hasn't seen me yet, I just gaze at him. And there is just something about him that reels me in. And if he's the great Jupiter, and I can't help but be enthralled by his gravity. I tend to be a pessimist, but I allow myself to be more hopeful of a future so uncertain if it means I get to spend with him. That shit was beautiful.
Plot twist. He doesn't know she exists.
Good God. We couldn't
He's
have a
just
wholesome
so
episode. We could
Drugged
not
up
do
from
it.
all the chloroform. He's just like, is this reality?
When he doesn't see
Or-
me across the street and I sneak up on him.
Fucking
Oh, God.
I have to say, I feel like this person must be a writer.
beautifully written.
Yeah, that's true.
Really well written compared to a lot of the stories we get on Reddit.
And- yeah. There's like italics, there's
punctuation?
commas, punctuations.
Wow.
I'm like, wow, I'm not used to this. I'm just a dumbass and can't read today. So like,
Gonna say
I'm
most of the people who
rooting.
write "Am I the asshole?" stories are just throwing whatever they
dreadful.
can at the up there.
I love that though. Like, I don't know. Like to me, as someone who's been like in a long ass term relationship too, I'm like, I know I say shit all the time like about like me and my wife always nag on each other, but yeah, like every time I see her, I'm just like, wow, I'm still with your ass.
Yeah, I used to be similar to OP, where it was like I couldn't imagine being long term and like still being in love, and then you find that right person, and you're like, oh yeah, this is a real thing. It's not just bullshit in a book, but yeah. So that's beautiful.
It is beautiful. All right, so now we're going to a quick ad break. I don't know what ads we're playing or doing this time around, but sooner or later, we're going to have some exciting ads that us three all read together. So
Yeah,
whatever place, hope you enjoy it. And
sex
we'll be right
shop
back.
ads.
Oh, are we going to demonstrate? Or demonetized. Be right back, Wikimaniacs, before this shit gets worse. And we're back.
Now that
Hey.
you've learned how anal beads work. Oh, do I need to do another demonstration?
Oh, God, please
another
no.
one, please.
Oh my gosh. Next story. Cross-posted by Showerona. And the title is A Small Army Cleaned My Depression.
Cleaned.
Cleaned
Oh,
my depression.
interesting.
So this weekend, I was invited out to a major theme park in my area to celebrate a friend's birthday. I was all on board because free entry and I get to hang out with a best friend. We get home and there are cars I don't recognize in my driveway. I'm like, the fuck? And my friend reassures me, just breathe. There's a surprise, but let's take it step by step. So I get out of the car. My yard is mowed. And one friend I only see once every 12 months has mowed my lawn. I walk inside my back door to my kitchen, and my kitchen has been scrubbed, spotless.
Whoa.
Pictures hung on my walls, storage containers placed where needed, curtains hung. I enter further into the lounge. My old torn up lounges replaced with new furniture, clean and not broken. My floors and walls scrubbed. Curtains hung again and throw blankets draped. I have depression and PTSD. I work 40 hours a week with 3 kids at home. My home got on top of me, and my friends from random, varying sectors of my life all came together to fix my dark, broken depression and help me get back on top of it all. I spent tonight in the lounge with one of my twins, just hanging out together. We haven't done that in months due to my furniture and energy levels. I am eternally grateful to the people I have surrounded myself by, and this post captures a tiny fraction of what happened this weekend. A small army came to my house this weekend and cleaned it, and replaced everything broken with things that are unbroken. And I am grateful, humbled, and slightly damp of eye.
Man, that's amazing. That's such great friends.
We need people like these in our lives. Please clean my house. It's a mess.
Yeah, it's very nice when friends come together to look out for another friend. That's beautiful. I love that.
It is. My house is a mess, and so am I, guys. So that's the story.
I've been there, man. I've been there. Like it happens. Depression's not fun, and you can let it. Well, not let it, but it overwhelms you, and
It does.
you let your life around you get cluttered, and yeah, it's nice that you have friends looking out for you.
That's crazy that, as wholesome as this reminds me of fucking HGTV. You know what I'm saying? Like they, oh my God, you did this room? Oh, whoa. And then just go into every room like, whoa, new furniture. Well, what were those shows? I guess it's a whole channel. There's so many shows that are like that.
There's those ones
Property Brothers.
where it's like
house. Oh, not House Hunters. I'm thinking it was something
what's
else.
the original one? It was like
Was
the
it
House
Love It or
Flipper?
List It?
Is that what it is? That sounds familiar.
The very first one I ever watched was, I think it was called Trading Spaces. Where like
okay.
you and your neighbor would like go and design, and like they would always be awful, like super extreme. Like, oh, I love to fish, and then fucking fish and like scales everywhere, and like, oh my God, it was so bad.
Yeah, the one Extreme Makeover show that was like one of the originals. Where I think his
Is
name
that
was
the title?
Ty.
Extreme Moco?
So I think Ty was originally on Trading Spaces. He was like the head carpenter for that show. That show blew up, and then he got to host the other one.
Yeah, because that
Yeah.
was wild. They'd be like, they'd like talk to the family, and the kid would mention like really into dinosaurs, and they're like 5, and then they just
Dinosaur room.
entire dinosaur room, and then they're like 2 years from now, they're gonna be like, I fucking hate
I'm tired of
dinosaurs.
this.
I don't care.
I like dinosaurs for a weekend. It just happened to be the wrong weekend.
Yeah, next week it's astronauts in space.
I was like,
I feel like that's what's
whoa.
gonna happen to that kid who made a song about corn. I would hate.
Did
I
you
would
see
hate corn.
a month later?
No.
Like he was,
No, I
he
haven't.
did like another TikTok, and they were like, "Do you still love corn?" And he was like, "Yeah, I
Oh,
still
yeah.
love corn."
Oh,
but
he don't.
Bombs behind the camera.
Damn.
I think he was like, "Yeah, I still like it, but maybe not as much as I
He's
used
still
to."
sick of
Yeah.
that shit. Yeah.
And I'm like, "Damn, bro."
Damn, that corn song hit for a while on
It
TikTok.
did.
Yeah.
It still hits. I don't
I was
care.
happy
I'm doing that shit.
I was happy seeing him like succeed and like doing stuff though. I was
Yeah.
like, hell yeah, finally, y'all are making money. Because that wasn't his account or anything. You know what I
No.
mean? He just got interviewed, but I'm glad that he got the proper credit.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
absolutely. We should review TikTok trends. They're fun to review.
Behind
Was-
a page.
Yeah. Was it February or was it this month? They're going faster and faster. It's like half a month turnarounds now for trends.
By the time we freaking record, it's like long.
Yeah, but recently it was like the presidents playing video games, and it was like the AI generated.
Oh, yes.
And I was like, this is so
I didn't
funny.
even see that.
That was like all over my For You page. It was like Biden.
Biden's just fucking going ham on like Call of
Obama.
Duty.
And
is
Trump.
that what that was? I
Yeah.
would skip those so quick because I'm like, what the fuck?
No, it's
And
just
then skip.
AI generated. And it's just them either like having fun playing a video game or yelling at each other. And it's like,
They're pretty funny.
I was like, this. I wish this is what the world was.
Yeah.
Just the president's chilling, and finding some common ground. But anyway, that has
All
nothing to
right.
do with this story.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We need tangents here and there. This is like a palate cleanser episode, guys. Like, let's reset and let's not be depressed
And I'll
because
fuck you up on Friday.
last
God
few
damn
have
it.
been pretty bad, guys. Even to
month.
my standard.
This
Holy
month.
shit. Oh my gosh. Anyways, last story, and I think this is where I fucked up on my intro because like my notes got chopped off. But anyways, this is cross posted by Midscore. Title is I have been proposing to my girlfriend for 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah.
This is kind of like Chris's.
Oh, did he plan it for like 6 months straight?
Low key, like the too long didn't read version. You know how Chris has his own like t-shirt brand,
Yeah.
a-off.shop. But yeah, how he has his own brand. He like made shirts throughout the year. You know, he has his standard anime shirts, but then some would be like animes that, they watched on like their journey of dating and things like that, and like put little quotes that they would say to each other like hidden in the shirt.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
then like whenever he
That's
proposed,
cute
he had
as
them all
Fuck.
he had them all like lined up and was like, "Oh, this is when this happened. This is when this happened." And then like he proposed with that. And it was really cute.
God
Oh my!
damn.
I would have said yes to his ass. God damn.
He's good. He's
That's
That
just
is
sweet,
good.
bro.
That is good.
That is damn good.
See, I thought you
Oh
meant
my-
he's been asking her for 6 months. And I was like, okay.
What about now? What about today?
Yeah, it's
Yes?
like back in the like 50s and 60s where it's like, yeah, your grandfather just badgered me until I said
Until I
yes.
said yes.
It's like, that doesn't
And they
sound
think
good.
that's romantic,
That's
and you're
not
like,
good.
I don't think that was
so
good,
cute.
Grandma.
Yeah.
Mima. It's not good. Anyways, I, 25 male, will be in a relationship with my girlfriend, 24 female, for 10 years this month.
Wow,
Congratulations.
high school sweethearts.
Yes. Probably middle school sweethearts too.
Yeah, I was going to say, depending.
She has been the greatest treasure in my life, and I cannot imagine my life without her. She was my first true love, and while I didn't know it at the time, it was at first sight for me when I was only 12 years old. My guy, sometimes if you know, you know.
Yeah, there's a Tumblr post about the first time I ever saw Nancy.
What? Is
I
it
just
still
wrote,
up?
that girl could get it.
And
That
this girl got it.
can't
baby.
fucking get it.
Oh, shit. I've definitely used Tumblr for the wrong reasons. Wikimaniacs, you know the fucking
Oh,
vibes.
God.
I've also known
Two
I
ends of the
wanted
spectrum of wholesome.
for
Holy.
sure. This is why Sean is the favorite. I'm the creeper of the group.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I know so. I've also known I wanted to marry her for years, but our situation was never right for it. We were both living with our parents, saving up for it, and we'd get a place of our own. We've now been living together happily for well over a year, and I know I want to ask her to marry me at our upcoming weekend getaway to commemorate our 10-year anniversary. Truth be told, I've known this for almost 8 months, before any getaway was even planned. When I started working on my proposal in August, I wanted to make sure it was special, without becoming something she could predict reliably. I am pretty experienced at setting coded messages, and she greatly enjoys receiving tokens of affection, however small. So eventually, I settled on a 6-month proposal plan that I dubbed Operation Wingspan, and that's also their username on Reddit. Every single day, I'd give her a sweet handwritten note to wake up to, all marked with a date in varying date notations. I want to say they're European because they label it 1712-20-2.
Oh, you mean the proper way?
I was gonna say, I think everybody else doesn't. Does
Does everyone do that besides US?
It makes
Yeah.
way more sense. It goes the day, month, year. It's in order. Whereas you guys are like month, day, year. It's weird.
Yeah, but we don't say the 17th day of December. December 17, bro. Like,
Yeah, how
what
do you
the
say
fuck?
how do you say the date though?
Yeah.
You say your dates.
But that's with words that like with letters. With
But it's
numbers,
it's-
it makes more sense to go in order.
That don't make sense. I don't get it.
I mean, you could say the 17th of December. I have said that before, I guarantee you. But
Sounds too sophisticated for our American brain.
Yeah,
Josh.
American.
Move on.
Move on. Anyways, each note would have a letter indicated by said date notation. I would include this solving method on the last dated note she received, and when combined/solved correctly, these notes would spell out the text. And this is translated. My dear girlfriend, today on the 10th of March 2023, on our trip
The
through
10th of March.
Anyways, on our trip through getaway location, I want to ask you to marry me after 10 years. I love you and I want you by my side for the rest of my life. Girlfriend's name. Will you marry me? The day after the final date noted, I'd properly ask a question at the scenic view along a nature trail that we intend to walk. I've less than 10 notes left to give. I'm both ecstatic and extremely nervous to ask the question proper and to reveal what I have been doing for the past 6 months. I hope I surprise her with the act. I hope she likes the ring I bought her. I hope she enjoys the puzzle I've left her. But most importantly, I really, really hope she will say yes.
That's awesome.
He's
Yeah.
gotta say yes, dude.
Wait,
is there
is
an
that-
update?
There is an update.
Okay.
hell
I was
yeah.
like,
There is an
can't
update.
leave us hanging like that. The 10th of March was a while ago, my dear.
Yeah, so let's go for the update. So the update is Too Long Didn't Read proposed for the 180th time today, this time verbally. She said yes, was in a state of pure awe for over 20 minutes, and loved all the effort to bits. So let's read the update. A little over a week ago, I posted here about how I have been proposing to my girlfriend for the past 6 months. Today, I've popped the question for real skis. They just said for real. I just said for real skis.
Okay. It's like, seems.
We had a we had a rocky start of the day, but we eventually started our trek through Scotland. We'd rented a car with the intent of visiting the beautiful nature of the Highlands. I was nervous the whole day and could barely sleep the night prior. And my inexperience driving on the left side and the roads being a bit tight here and there didn't help matters much either. After a few stops on the way up north, we eventually arrived at, I can't pronounce this, so there's actually a Sean from Scotland on our Discord, so correct me if I say this wrong, but Altnafiet.
Oh,
That's
that
the place.
sounded good.
That
Altnafiet.
sounded amazing.
I tried. I could be wrong, but please correct me. I'm more than happy to be corrected.
Yeah. Send us audio of how you say it. Because
Say it, yes.
I'd put that in.
I tried. While she was taking pictures of the gorgeous landscape, including the vast plains, the imposing mountainside, and this tiny white house to offset against it. At one point, when she was with her back towards me to focus on the picture, and the nearby area was devoid of other people, I got down on one knee and was ready to pop the question, trying and failing to use the line that I had conjured over nearly 180 notes. Upon turning back to me, she was in complete awe when she saw me and could barely utter a single word after I asked a question and just nodded instead. She mentioned to me after the shock died down that she didn't hear anything I said, only registering her name and the word Mary. Her face was frozen with a smile of utter disbelief once she put on the ring. It took well over 20 minutes until she was able to speak cohesively again. We took some more pictures and videos before heading back to the car, so I could finally tell how she could have known for almost 6 months. As I was telling her about the work I've done, without giving away the solving method, you could see the wheels turn in her head. However, with the emotion and disbelief of the proposal still dominating her thoughts, her processing speed was very slow. Still, when she knew it was a puzzle, she desperately wanted to solve it. After some more giddy talking and eventually driving to our next hotel, which hopefully you know what I'm saying, to your next hotel. Let's go, baby.
You already know that.
Celebrate that shit. I provided her with the final clue again and some of the notes. I'd informed the hotel of my intents upon reservation, so they'd been so nice as to set a congratulatory gift in the form of chocolate-covered strawberries and more delicious fruit. Once she started solving, it took her a bit to understand, but eventually she figured out how to solve the puzzle, and it made her even happier. Right now, she's fast asleep, cuddling to me,
Yeah.
exhausted from the tumultuous day. While I'm, oh yeah, brother, let's go.
Yeah.
While I am writing this update for all of you and for myself to process it all as well, I feel like the luckiest man in the world. Edit in advance for those wondering why it's 180 and not 183. I asked 2 days early so I wouldn't be on edge the entire weekend, and February is a thing.
That is fair.
The end.
Nice.
Yeah. I feel the waiting is probably the most nerve wracking part rather than
yeah.
just being on one knee.
For sure.
As someone who's never done it. But I could see that.
Sean, how'd you propose to Nancy?
Sup, girl?
You
I just showed-
get it.
I just showed her my Tumblr post and she knew the vibe. I'm just kidding. Long story short, I planned like a game night for my birthday. And then when we got there, like the garage opened and it was like decorated with like lights and candles and blah, blah, blah and stuff. And I proposed there. And then when we went upstairs, it was like her whole family was there to like greet her immediately. So if she had said no, I'd have to be like, get back door, like everybody leave.
Get the fuck out.
It's like like you're running out of the Maury show. Like you are not the husband.
Yeah.
She said no, guys. She said no.
Get the fuck out.
She did not. She did not want it.
But yeah,
Didn't get it.
I knew she wanted something like private, but also wanted people, like all of our loved ones around. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
when we went upstairs, there's her family, my family, what would eventually be our bridal party. It was nice. And then we were live streaming it for like her favorite cousins and for my sister.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it was cute.
That's
Nice.
beautiful, man. I like that.
I had a speech prepared. It was not. I did not say it.
I can't imagine.
I wrote something.
You know, Nancy. You know,
I love you.
Since the
It's your boy Sean.
Since the
you want to
first
have a
time
shared
I saw
a joint
you,
Venmo together.
You know what I'm saying? Now the Venmo's mine. She ain't gonna.
You know
She ain't
the
get a
fucking
dime
vibes.
out of me.
Yeah.
We can't even get a dime out of that shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Just kidding. Sean pays for stuff, guys.
Yeah, he does. He does. What about you, John? How do you propose?
How did I propose? So I actually planned a dinner date. It's called Hornblower, which is a
Oh,
dinner cruise, which is a dinner cruise in like San Diego that overlooks like the whole San Diego Bay, and like it passed through this landmark called Coronado Bridge. We had dinner there, and just when the city skyline was like just perfect smack that middle of like San Diego, all the lights, it was nighttime, it was beautiful, all the lights were like on. I just popped a question, and I was just like, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Like you've been my best friend for like ever, and let's go, let's do this shit, And then
Word for
it just
word.
happened, word for word, and it just happened to be like for our wedding venue, it overlooks the place of where I proposed. So like,
That's
it's
super
kind of
cool.
good. Yeah, so it's like we got married December 27 of 2014, but I proposed December 27, 2013. So it's like, yeah, so like it was beautiful. Like it was one of the moments like I probably wouldn't forget. Like I have a picture of it, like of her saying yes and us on the dinner cruise. I don't want to post it because I was so fucking skinny, and I'm like, damn, I want to be back to that level.
bro, me in 2014, so
Shit.
skinny. I look like Josh, minus the
Bro,
hair.
like I ran
You guys don't know
like
what I look like.
I ran like an 8
I've
minute,
seen you
a mile and a
shirtless.
half.
Shut your mouth.
2014. That shit depresses me now because now I can't even run without running.
Say a
out of
mile and a
breath.
half?
Yeah, a mile and a half in 8 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh, okay. Nice. I thought you were just saying you could run a mile and a half. I was like, that's not that long. But
It is
with
for
the
me
time,
now.
With the
Shit.
time, I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, they used to call me Stewie back then because I can hear my footsteps coming like when I catch up on their asses. So
You like the little cartoon?
yeah, that's how I ran. Like I'm like, how are your legs pedaling that fast? I'm like, I don't know.
That's funny.
I'm just going. But anyways, that is it for the Reddit portion this week, Wikimaniacs. All happy. Nothing sad for that episode.
Yeah.
I don't know if we need a second ad break prior to this day in history. We got ads to fill. I don't know what the fuck's going on right
do.
now, but there you go. So I got the confirmation from our head honcho here. So we're going to take a quick ad break, and then we'll jump into this day in history and the patron shout outs, and then we'll bring the boys back to cap off the episode. So we'll be right back, Wikimaniacs. What's up, Wikimaniacs, and welcome to our weekly series called This Day in History. For those tuning in to Reddit on Wiki for the first time, thank you for streaming our show. This Day in History is a historical segment we like to throw in each week to take a break from the assholes we talk about from Reddit. We may still discuss an asshole or two in this segment, so if you're here for the drama, don't worry, we'll still bring it. For every Monday episode, we'll take you on a trip down memory lane, and hopefully you can be walking away feeling like you've learned something, because, we're notably dumbasses. And for today's episode, we're on the up and up to discuss the little pill everyone's probably heard of. Thank you, Alex. Your puns are amazing. Sildenafil, aka Viagra, the little blue pill. So this medication has been the source of many jokes on numerous skits, but actually has between a 43% to 83% success rate, according to the Medical News Today website. This medication aimed to treat erectile dysfunction and pulmonary arterial hypertension, also has been medically used for Raynaud's phenomenon and as an antidepressant associated with sexual dysfunction. 25 years ago, on March 27th, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration approved the pharmaceutical company Pfizer for use. And according to Wikipedia, Viagra would become the first oral treatment approved to treat erectile dysfunction in the United States. Based on the writings of Jack Wilson from CNN, the following weeks after the approval, U.S. pharmacists dispensed more than 40,000 Viagra prescriptions. You may be wondering, how does Viagra actually work? Well, Viagra works by increasing blood flow to the peen area, which helps promote and keep an erection. And according to Medical News Today, this drug only works if you're sexually aroused. It may take up to 60 minutes to work and can stay in your body for up to 5 hours. However, there are probably horror stories out there of it lasting longer. And this is a plug for my old podcast, The Dumbfounded. There has been stories about erectile functions going wrong. So before we wrap up this week's segment, and hopefully you wrap up the erect shit, a writer found a website full of Viagra puns and jokes that after some long, hard thinking, she felt would be ideal for us to read. So Alex, you are talking to my heart. I just wish it was Sean that was doing this. So here they are. I overdosed on Viagra once. Hardest day of my life. This just in. 2 robbers just hijacked a truck delivering a supply of Viagra. Everyone be on the lookout for 2 hardened criminals. Viagra is now available in a teabag format. It doesn't improve your performance, but it stops your biscuit from getting soft. Niagara sounds like the antonym of Viagra. Now you know why it falls. Did you hear about the guy who died of a Viagra overdose? They couldn't close his casket. Purchasing Viagra is the best way to stimulate the economy. Boost the economy up, baby. I'll be performing on stage after the band Viagra Boys. It'll be a hard act to follow.
You can't keep getting away with
Anyways, let us know your thoughts on today's episode on our social media accounts or over on our Cultivate Discord. I love y'all so active over there. Also, thank you for tuning in today's This Day in History segment and learning more about today's feature with us. It wouldn't have been made possible without the following resources: Wikipedia article on sildenafil, aka Viagra, Punstoppable website, Viagra Puns, CNN article, Viagra, the little blue pill that could, by Jack Wilson, Medical News Today on Viagra, and Britannica's This Day in History on March 27. And of course, as usual, we can't close this episode without saying thank you to our amazing writer, Alex Underbaki of Weird Distractions Podcast. Make sure to check that out. While the mood is up, let's keep it on a high note and let's say thank you to our wonderful patrons who keeps this show running by supporting us. So as usual, chaotic order, this time A to Z again, baby. All right, let's do this. Starting out hot with the GOAT, mid-score. Aaron, Amber, Agatha, aka The Run, Alex, Alexa, Alexis, Alyssa, Alex, Alexandria, Ali, Alyssa, Amanda, Amber, Amy, Anna, Anastasia, Andrea, Andy, Angel, Anthony, Antoinette, Apolline, April, Artina, Ariori, Ashley, Asialu, Osef, 27. Audrey, Bailey, Bear, Be So Happy, Bex, Blue, Blue Raina, Bree, Brittany, Brianna, Caitlin, Carissa, Carol, Carolina, Caroline, Carolyn, Carter, Casey, Catherine, Cecily, Charlie, Chelsea, Cherise, Cheryl, Christine, Sierra, Classy, MacGyver, Crystal, Color Rouge, Daisy, Dan, Danielle, D, Diana, Dick Smith, Dominique, Dr. Doonan, Druella, Edna, Ekaterina, Ellie, Eliana, Elizabeth, Emily, Aaron, It's Spooky Tales, aka Christina, Etta, Evelyn, Finch, Flare Prime, Flossie, Fox Died, Free Gnomes, Gabby, Galaxy Stars, Gem Gray, Girls Cupcake, Graceful Duck 22, Haley, Hannah, Heather, Holly, Hope, Hyphen, Indira, Infamous, Hikari, Iona, It's a Thunder Poop, Isabel, Itzel, Yulia, Aisha, Jay Rich, Jackie, Jamie, Jasmine, Javier, Jenna, Jenny, Jessie, Jessica, Jessiana, Jillian, Milia, I'm Tweederly Titty-Do. I tried my best. Jojo, Jordan, Jory, Juice Machine, Julia, Julie, Kakarnijni, Callie, Cow, Karen, Caridim, Casey, Kates, Caitlin, Catherine, Katie, Kawina, Casey, Kelsey, Kenzie, Carrieberry, Kim and Kev, Kendall Jackson, Kite, Kitty, Kristen, Krana, Lani, Lauren, Lena, Leslie, Letty, Likachu, Lily, Lillian, Lily, Lindsay, Ling, Linnea, Little Rosie, Little 5128, Lofty Andy, Lorani, Lossalini, Luca, Lunar, Lindsay, Mackenzie, Maddie, Mama Deb, Maria, Mary Elena, Marine, Marianne, Meg Mystery, Melissa, Marissa, Micah, Michael, Michelle, Mickey, Minna, Mitzi, Mid, Drake, Moody Tacos, Morgan, Miss Christine 2, Miss Doolittle, Muna, Nikita, Nate, Nathimi, Neen, Nelly, Naya, Noah, Olga, Olivia, P-Killer, Pandemonium the Cat, Patty, Paula, Phantom Fox 98, Philip, Phoebe, Pikaya, Pooh Vibes, Psycho, Purple DC Bones, Queenie, Rachel, Rebecca, Risa, Renee, Rihanna, Rhonda, Ringo, Robert, Ruzarayan, Roxy, Riker, Sabrina, Salma, Sam, Sammy, Sarah's Echo. Ooh, that's the last one. That's a good one. Sasha, Saskia, Savannah, San, Shannon, Sheila, Shell, Shirtless, Josh, Stan, Siddhartha, Sierra, Sky, Sophia, Sophie, Stephanie, Stevie, Sunny, Sunnylicious Supreme, Susan, Tabitha, Tamsin, Tara, Taru, Taylor, Tegan, Turtan, The Stevie, Tierra, Tiffany, Torek, Tracy, Tree the Busy Bee, Tuka, Unicorn, Candy, Valentina, Velvet Mole, Vicky Morton, Victoria, Bina, Warren, Will, Woody, Kitty, Woody, Maida, Jessica, your girl Diana, Zenthalo, Zoe, and last but not the least, Asgier. 300 plus names. So thank you, Wikimaniacs. Again, we couldn't have done this without y'all. We appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and let's bring back the boys to finish off this wholesome episode. Love you guys. Bye. And we're back.
That's how ball gags work.
Yo.
To be fair, it was an ad break, then like 10 minutes of content, and then you just say,
you know what's funny? This week's fucking I think this day in history was about Viagra.
So there you go. Right on track, Sean.
And that's how boner pills work.
Yeah.
I'll just cut it there. That's perfect.
There it is.
Holy.
But before we cap off this week's episode, Josh, Sean, any reviews or anything you want to spotlight?
Yeah. Fun fact, I didn't know we had Podchaser reviews. Yeah. But Bozina? Do you know the one I'm talking about?
Bozenka?
They're in chat all the time. Well, yeah. Maybe that's what it is.
In the Discord?
Yeah.
Yeah, and in the Discord.
Bozenka. I gave her a shout out last week about listening to every episode.
Okay. Well, her username on this, or their username on this is Bozena Chadzinski.
Oh, and they also have the crazy ass fucking name on our Patreon, Sean. So if you read that, that was her.
I definitely read something and I was like,
that was
hey,
the extremely long one. Yeah, that was them.
That's fucking funny.
I apologize at the end because I didn't know if I was being disrespectful because I didn't know if it was like a
no,
name like.
They were just
Shut up,
I'm doing this to fuck with you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Love that.
But they were like, hey, I wrote a review on Podchaser, just didn't know if you guys saw it yet. And I hadn't seen it. So I went there and we had a couple other ones. So I'm going to read through them all. And then I'm going to end off on their comment. So First one is from Vladimir, who I think was also in our Discord. Says, I found them on TikTok, and at first I thought, oh, a white guy. What bullshit does he have to say?
And it's fair. It do be fair.
Since Josh showed up first, but because of the comments, I gave Josh a chance, only to realize there were 3 men who are hilarious. Actually good men who get angry for the right reasons and try to be inclusive of all people when they speak. Definitely recommend. So thank you, Vladimir. I love that.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving me a chance.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people just go, oh, fuck this, and just scroll past my face.
Hey, Vladimir is pretty active on the YouTube, isn't he?
Yeah.
Or
They
they
are.
are,
so, yeah.
aren't they?
Yeah. Always adding comments and definitely in our Discord as well. So
Much appreciated.
yeah, we love that.
Thank you, Vladimir.
They're all Damam is what that user is, I think. I love listening to this trio of guys. They're all very down to earth, and they aren't like a bunch of guys on other podcasts that are just misogynistic pricks. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
I feel like I'm listening to men that actually are what men should strive to be. You're also relatable, what I would want in a friend. Thank you for being a great podcast I love listening to. I've been binging listening this whole week. Much love from Idaho.
Thank you.
The potato nation of
I was gonna say
America.
thank you for the potatoes.
I love potatoes.
I had those today, so thank
Nice.
you. Thank you specifically for those potatoes.
Send us some if you want.
And then this Taylor comments, I'm thrilled to come across this podcast. I separated from the military and work full-time and as a full-time student. So I always need something to listen to kill time. It's authentic, funny, and all around genuine. The input and personal takes give me some hope for society. It kind of brings me back to working in the FTS squadron. FTS, John, what does that mean?
What branch are you in? Because it might be different from
The
us.
FTS branch. I don't know.
There's no FTS branch.
Anyway, 2 minutes into Josh talking, I asked, is he Canadian? Then he said sorry about something, so I had to assume. You guys are great. Keep the hard work. You guys make a difference and have made such a positive impact. Sending you all good vibes. So thank you, Taylor, from West Virginia.
Country road, take me home.
Apologies for shitting on West Virginia
to a
last week.
place. I looked up what FTS is. I think it's a Navy squadron. It's flying training squadron.
Isn't the Navy like super hard to get into? Am I wrong
Air
on
Force
that?
is the hardest, baby. Air Force is the hardest branch
Okay,
to get
I have
into.
no
We're the
idea. Why are you getting
fucking
mad?
Smartest. No, I'm just putting it out there. You know, shout out Air Force. Let's go, baby.
Josh, if you don't know, all the military branches have animosity against each other.
Yeah,
they all
we
have
do
to
have
say they're the
animosity
best.
to
Which is
each other.
wild. You guys are on the same team.
No, we're not.
It's like
No,
going.
we're not.
It's like a college. It's like
Yeah.
I rep this, so I can't rep that type.
It's
of
like
deal.
everyone
Okay.
else is like Povo, and we're like we're the spoiled branch. We get all the nice toys. We get all the nice accommodations. We stay
All the-
5-star hotel, baby.
All the trillions of dollars go to you guys.
Hell yeah. And it better because we're the smartest.
Wow.
We don't do shit, but we're the smartest.
yeah, I have friends in the military. They're like, oh, the Air Force, aka
Yeah,
the
chair force is what they call us.
Chair Force.
Good
And
to
you
know.
goddamn right. I have comfortable seats where I am, okay? So that's why I have a good life, motherfuckers.
Good to know. Also, wild that people can just identify that I'm Canadian. So
I mean,
People drink to your Canadianness, brother.
I know,
True.
but it always baffles me because, like, everyone knows you don't understand you have an accent until other people tell you.
everyone
have one.
else calls it out.
Yeah. So I'm like,
Agreed.
I speak like everyone else around me. I don't understand.
I mean, to be honest, I didn't like super hear it until you like say a certain word or two.
Yeah. I mean, you guys, when you say y'all, that's when I hear it for Texas. Well, Sean specifically, John, not really.
I think y'all is just universal for everyone else, though, right? I hear people from different states say that.
Yeah, it's not as common, I think, as
The
southern
South
states.
is much more common.
Yeah. It's like
'Cause-
A. I'm sure there's other places that say A, like other than Canada. I can
Oh,
almost
we
guarantee-
say "a" like when we're dancing, like in California.
like
Go,
at the end of
"Ay."
sentences. You know what I
we
mean?
don't go "a."
yeah.
don't do that.
Like that, eh?
No, we
Yeah,
don't.
that.
Yeah, you're full on Canadian now, bro.
And then Bozin, I'm gonna fuck up your name. I apologize.
Bozinka?
Bozinka Chedzinska. I apologize if I butchered that, but they reference one of our very old reviews that we did before we used to get reviews. I don't know if you guys remember this, but when we were trying to do like a review segment very early on in our podcast, I went to a review generator and I just generated random reviews and then read them. Like they were written for our show and they made no sense.
Oh, I think I do remember.
Do you remember this? This is a long time ago.
I don't remember the actual review, but I remember you talking about this.
Okay, well, you might remember this one. So, heard about this on Gypsy Jazz Radio, decided to give it a try. This works quite well. It professionally improves my soccer by a lot. So, thank you.
Dug in the deep dive.
I'm telling you, that's why I gave them a shout out, because they went back and listened to every damn thing.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Holy.
There are people like, Sienna does it sometimes. She'll listen to like an old episode and she'll be like, "Oh, you said this," and I'll be like, "Did I? I have no idea."
I honestly, as soon as we leave this place, I don't remember.
Sean's like, as it comes out of my mouth, I forget exactly what I just said.
Shout out Stevie on Discord. They mentioned something I said, and I was like, I genuinely did not know if it was like one of the three of us. And I was like, that's funny.
So those are the reviews from Podchaser. So thank you very much for all of those. Keeping the positive vibes going. We love them.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.
I do have one shout out to give, and this is from our TikTok. We got stitched by Headband Thoughts on TikTok, and it went viral. It went crazy. A lot of people commenting it, but I wanna play it for everybody. So I'm gonna put it on full screen. So here it is.
People that don't drink, what are y'all doing on the weekends?
Am I the asshole for wanting to monogamous with my wife again?
How many views does that one have?
Oh my God, that's so cool.
It was like, oh, hold on, let me see. Headband.
So, funny story. So every night before bed, Sienna and I, during the day, we just send each other TikToks. And then at the end of the night, we'll just like lie in bed and then rewatch each other's TikToks. And so we were just about to do that. And I was scrolling through my For You page, waiting for her to get in bed. And then I get to that one and I'm like, I'm on it. And it's like, what do you do on the weekends or whatever? People who don't go out. And then I hear my own voice and I'm like, am I on my own For You page right now? And like, it's my private account that has nothing to do with Reddit on Wiki. And I'm like, this is fucking weird.
1.6 million views.
Oh,
so,
for real?
Shout out. Even Reddit commented on their post. So shout out Headband Thoughts. Thank you for stitching us while you're stitching. So
yeah, love that.
Shout out to you.
That's so fucking rad.
That was pretty cool. And one last thing, there is a review that I wanted to. It's a little long. I was saving it for a while now. But this one is from. They asked if we can use Lady Grace as their name when we read it on the pod. So
sure.
And this was on our website, redditonwiki.com. So feel free to leave a review there, Wikimaniacs. Title is Best Boys with 5 stars. I absolutely love this podcast. I found you through TikTok. For Sean, you are hot, my guy. Kissable lips, winning smile, and no holds bar attitude are what's up. So
yeah,
you're what's up.
Yeah,
Lady Grace.
Josh, you remind me of one of my very best friends, and you've earned a soft spot in my heart.
Oh, that's awesome.
How to start a cult? It's Let's Start a Cult, Lady Grace, but he'll forgive you for that.
Fine, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. How to Start a Cult is next on my list to binge. Shots and Thoughts is next, actually.
Oh, wow.
That's what they said. John, you have the most bubbly personality, and you're so much fun to listen to. I love how secure you are in who you are as a person, and how is it unabashedly or unbashedly? I can't pronounce
unabashedly?
I think
unabashedly. There you go.
Yeah.
I read that wrong. Thank you, guys. Unabashedly loving you are towards your friends and loved ones. I was so sorry to hear. Okay.
It's pretty mean to us sometimes.
It's true. I was so sorry to hear about your father. It made me cry. I'm crying internally right now. My own father recently underwent a triple bypass, open heart surgery, and I flew across the country to be with him, wondering if I was going to make it in time to say goodbye. So our hearts to you, Lady Grace.
Yeah. Shout out to you. Yeah.
Yes. This podcast has been a safe space for me. My life has been very overwhelming lately. Mostly good things, but I struggle with an emotional regulation disorder, and all the changes have sent me spiraling. And being able to tune in and hear three wonderful men share their laughter and loving personalities have been very much needed. I know it's a weird thing to say to people you've never met, but I do love you all. And if you ever make it over to Kentucky, I'd love to give you all a big mom hug with consent, of course. So
that's
from
awesome. Thank you
Lady
very
Grace.
much.
Thank you.
That was a beautiful
so much.
review. I love it. I love these reviews. This is a great episode, John.
Thank you.
Lifted
And
my moods.
Please don't ruin it when we record.
Am I the asshole?
Yes, you are. Maybe we'll flame you for like a water situation again, but
That's fair.
that's fair. But Sean, do you have anything before we close out the show, bro?
No, that was really fucking touching. I almost teared up a little bit. Thank you so much, Lady Grace.
And you're hot, man. Hot.
I mean, I didn't cry at that part. I cried at
I did.
the appropriate part to cry at. But yeah, thank you so much for that review. I'm glad, anytime somebody leaves one of these things or like just talks to us on social media or something like that, it's just crazy to hear, that, we get to help make some people's days or, make their drive to work fun or drive to whatever fun. It's sometimes, when we're doing this, at least for me, like I'm not really thinking about that. I'm just thinking about hanging out with friends.
Yeah.
And I'm just doing something that I would normally do for no reason can help people, which is crazy. So it's so cool to hear stories like that. Even before you said the hug thing, I was like, I want to give you a hug. So
Yeah, I agree.
if we ever go to Kentucky, we can hug and have some fried chicken or something.
That's where it's from, right?
Yes, the 32 mystery spices.
Oh,
Someone reveal that shit to us so we can like sell it. The black
Lady
market
Grace,
or
let us
something.
know.
pepper.
All right, 30 more, Josh.
White pepper, black
More-
pepper,
more
ground
than he's
pepper.
ever
Himalayan
used in his
salt.
life.
The Colonel is white. How many spices can he know?
All right, that is it for this week's episode. I hope y'all like the change of pace of just, oops, all happy, oops, all wholesome, whatever you want to call it. We needed that personally. But yeah, so don't forget to follow us on our social media, join our Discord and subreddit. There's so many of y'all who are so active in subreddit. Rock our merch. Look what Josh is doing right now. Get therapy.
Coming out
And-
Saturday.
You need to
Yes,
follow his great example.
exactly. And tell your friends about us. If you want to leave us an awesome review, we do read them, and chances are it'll be on the show. So
Yeah.
do that. All our links are in our show notes, so feel free to check that out. And we'll see you this Friday for another Am I the Asshole episode. Till then, peace.
Bye.
Love you.
Just do it!
Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power. For the fifth time, it's your boy Sean.